What have you been doing life-wise since then?
Just been staying focused, bro. You know, after everything happened, you know, just really just finding love, bro. Finding somebody I could really just be a companion with and putting it together and have some great conversations and flow again.
Oh, when did that happen?
It happened after the
incident.
Yeah.
The great incident. So, okay, you're flying back from Tokyo. What were you doing in Tokyo?
Tour, Thailand, and just really just, you feel me, selling merch. I had sold $80,000 in merch and had to my PMR. Me and A Boogie, we did a great relationship. Shout out my bro A Boogie, you know, and just, you know, just kept it going.
Okay, and so, like, what was going on? Was it a drugs thing, or like, what led to you having this meltdown?
Mentally, Adam, I wasn't in the right place. Like, I had a long time to think about this, and it's just like, literally, mentally, I wasn't in the right place. I was just like having so much fun. I was just having so much fun and just like, not controlling myself at the time. So, you know, I came back home though, and I just really just started bettering myself from there. I was just like, yo, it's time to read more, it's time to go on hikes, it's time to work out, it's time to really put myself in, build a mental, you know, camp for myself for really just putting it together. I had wound up going to Music Cares, I had wound up going to NAMI, 1-800 numbers, and just building myself from there.
But so what, like, because I feel like part of the fascination with this storyline for people and why it went so viral is that people just didn't really understand. So was it like you thought that it was funny, or was it more something where like you were just fully like tweaked out of your mind and you just didn't know what you were doing?
Yeah, didn't know what I was doing. I was fully tweaked out of my mind. This is when I was vegan. I didn't have enough sugars and stuff like that. Yeah, so it was like I was kind of like out of my body. It was an OBE experience, like word. It really wasn't like who my character was, and it's just like word, bro. I was on medication. I took medication and just went to sleep on the plane.
And so the FBI's waiting for you when you land?
Word, for real.
And what was that whole process like? Like, what kind of questions were they asking, and how concerned were they?
Oh man, they was like, yo, like, why would you do that on a plane? I'm like, out of my body, saying just like wild shit, just like, yo, like, but word, I had to get back home and just get myself together, word, meditate, get myself back together and stuff like that. Excuse me.
And so, are you someone who's always like really in touch with what people are saying in the media and everything? Like, was that kind of you up to see people just painting you as like a mega weirdo or whatever after that?
Of course, because it's my first time being famous, you know what I mean, in life, and I'm just like, yo, just thinking like, damn, I hope nobody thinks I'm a pervert or anything. Like, that's not what I'm all about. You feel me? I'm all about just like love and just like keeping things going and stuff.
Definitely.
So are you like, can you still fly now? Like, what happened with that?
Oh, I can still fly. Word. It was just, I had to be medicated. I had to be medicated and be right. But shout out to American Airlines. Shout out to the flight attendant. Thanks for helping me out and word. And I know that might kind of sound weird and stuff, but word, that lady really helped me out. You feel me? Like, it was a whole team. Shout out my whole team.
So what, they could have potentially tried to like press for you to be banned from flying, but they didn't really try to like make it that big of an issue?
Exactly.
Okay.
Word.
Interesting.
And you said she helped you out in terms of like getting you help?
Word, like
calling
team,
you out?
Yeah, calling me out, and yeah, my team know that I needed help. You know, shout out to Riv, you know, Riverton, man, Scott, Andrew. I appreciate y'all. Alyssa, man, you feel me? Joyce, word, my PR, and everybody else that's helping me out right now.
And so did you actually go to like a therapy or like a treatment center or anything like that?
Yes, I went to therapy in the treatment center.
So how was that?
It was cool. It was cool. Having cool conversations, waking up in the morning, breakfast, and just just building from there, bro. Word, and just sitting there and just thinking about, you know, how can I explain to the people and apologize, sincerely apologize, and really just didn't want nobody ever to think about me in a negative way like that.
And was that your first time being totally away from drugs? And I don't know, were you a drinker as well?
Nah.
You weren't really a drinker?
Yeah,
okay.
Just some here, shots here, you know, Don Julio and stuff like that.
But yeah, what was that like, just being in this treatment center and just not getting up or feeling anything like that at all? Was that kind of a disruptive experience at that time?
Word, it was cool at first, you know what I mean? But, you know, you start thinking about, hey, yo, man, I need the drugs, I need this shit, like, but then you like, yo, this is all clean. I knew at that time, once I was on the plane, I was like, yo, this is my place to really, like, detox and get all this out of my body and really just start off from a fresh start.
Definitely.
What drugs were you on when you were on the plane?
Just out of my body, bro. I tell you, bro, I can't even explain how my body personally felt. You know what I mean?
But there was no drugs in your system at all at that time?
like just overdose on shrooms. Just
all right, so you were on shrooms at the time?
And young and not really knowing how to really be, like not being prescribed them. You know what I mean? So it was just like just free, just balling and things like that could be in your liver and pack up, and you feel me? You could have a trip just being there. You feel me?
But did you feel like you wanted to like come right off of that and put music out while you had that attention, or was it obvious to you that you wanted to take your time and
take my time?
Okay.
Take my time and rebuild myself, rebuild my character and stuff.
Because that would have been crazy if you dropped like a storytelling song where you're just like breaking down what happened on the plane.
I was
go full King Von on them.
Yeah, you feel me? Nah.
Yeah, that might have been too much for the people.
Word.
What do you say to the people that's like watching this for the first time? Because have you talked about it since?
Nah, I haven't talked about it since. It's my first one.
Oh yeah, so
I had to make sure I had to be here with Adam.
Well, I didn't know that. That's crazy.
That's super dope. So what do you say to the people that's watching this right now? That's like, this is the first time hearing from you since the incident, and they just want to know what I'm saying? Like,
this is the first time y'all hearing from me. I would say this is, don't judge me from what's you heard in the past. It's, I'm moving forward. I'm moving focused. I got, free world merch. I got mental
that's your
awareness
stuff.
merch.
Okay.
Word. So it's just like, just being mentally aware and being focused and being able to just show my growth of character from here.
So you're 100% sober now?
100% sober.
What's that like? Life as a sober man versus a guy who's...
It's really cool. It's really cool. Being in the studio, creating with a sober mind. It's like, more reading books, more just, just going back to being Sydney, and just wanting to be focused and just, still be student in the game, but extra like cautious, and like I'm saying, it's free world, but you could be charged with certain things, so just be careful what you're saying nowadays, how you moving.
What's the concept behind the free world? Like, why free world?
Free world, free way of thinking, free thought, and just knowing that you're not being charged with your thoughts, so just make sure you spend it wisely,